Hey everybody, Dan here, and I am bringing you on a Thursday your comic book haul. I am a day late and definitely $1 short after buying a lot of books this week. So let's get right into the independents. As I've been buying all along, God is Dead, number 13. Again, not hot on the title, but I have been buying the book because I am hot on mythology, and it has a lot of mythology in it. The Cowl, number 1. This was in previews. I read the description. I'm finding that when I go through previews, I have to sometimes look on the internet to see some of the art because usually all you'll have is the cover. But sometimes if the book looks interesting enough to me, I will go on the net, find out something about it, which I did, and it looked pretty good. So I ordered a book. All right. Tarot, number 86. Jim Balent, formerly of Catwoman for DC Comics. This is his creator-owned series. Been buying it since the beginning, and it is for mature readers, as it says. Mature readers. But if you are a mature reader, then feel free. All right, Dynamite. Dr. Spectre, Master of the Occult, number 1. All right, well, yeah, I've been buying some of these to check them out. Magnus, Turok, Solar, and now Spectre. It looked okay. I will rant right now in the fact that there is a Rob Liefeld cover, but it's listed as rare cover. Art Rob Liefeld. That's the cover I want. A few companies are notorious with these variant covers. I'd rather really have equal shipping, or better yet, being able to order which one I want from previews. So, now I have this book, but I'm kind of depressed that I don't have the cover that I want. And, I don't know if I really have the time to try to hunt it down at conventions, because usually I'm stuck at a table. All right. This is Copra, number 14. Creator-owned book by Mitchell Fife. I've been, and I hope I'm pronouncing the name right, because I haven't really heard people saying it. Actually, though, I did discover the title at Bergen City Comics, which was the publisher of the book at one point, and I guess I should have pretty much asked them, but at that point I didn't even know that I was going to like the book so much. But I do enjoy the book. Copra, it's not new to this week, but it was the first time that I got down to a store that carries it. And I believe the writer is doing some, or the writer-artist is doing some work for Marvel as a writer, because, they must have taken notice that this book is very well done. All right, on to DC. Flash, number 31. Brett Booth art. That is enough to get me buying the book. I didn't really buy New 52 Flash until Brett Booth came aboard, so now I get it. I'm same thing with Ed Benes doing Superman. I'm not really hot on the New 52, so it just comes down to, is there an artist whose work I really enjoy? And therefore, also happens with Future's End, number 4. Well, this seems like an interesting storyline, but beyond that, it still comes down to art, because I'm not going to buy all the titles if it doesn't have the right artist. Dan Jurgens is in this, Aaron Lebresti. Art Thibert, one of the best inkers out there. So this got my money. Secret Origins. Okay, this was pulled for me, and I looked through it. I was starting to wonder why it was pulled. Why did I order it? And then I got to the last story, which, again, this is another name that I may not get right, but I love his work. Paulo Sequeira. Paulo Sequeira did the Starfire story in the back. So that was apparently why I ordered the book. Again, New 52 really comes down to artists. No greater example of this than Paul Pelletier on Aquaman, because definitely if he wasn't on the book, Yvonne Rice was on the book before, that had me picking it up. Now Paul Pelletier has me picking it up. And Greg Capullo has me picking up Batman. So, I'm talking about artists that I love. Terry Dodson does the cover of Catwoman. And Pat Oliff doing some of the best interior work I've seen from him. So I've been on buying this book. All right, Guardians of the Galaxy. Nick Bradshaw doing the art. And that is some great art. So Nick Bradshaw's on any book, I'm buying the book. Invaders. Okay, this has been an interesting story as well. And I like the whole twist of the latest guest star, which I won't ruin for anyone who hasn't gotten around to it. But yeah, I've been down for the Invaders so far. Original Sin. Lionel Francis Yu doing the art on that one, so you gotta get that. Okay. Mighty Avengers number 10. Greg Land doing the art. Okay. And the story, I think, has been going pretty good also. Couple times thought the writing in this issue was a little too clever. As far as the dialogue, I don't really like it when the writer tries to get a little too cutie. But anyway, I enjoyed that. And Leonard Kirk doing Fantastic Four, so I've been on that. Getting that. Okay, Inhuman number 2. Joe Mad, right? Yep, Joe Madureira doing the art. Gotta pick that up, of course. Paco Diaz doing Thunderbolts. This might be the last issue from flipping through it. I think there was like a goodbye statement at the end of this one. So this might have, I'm sure there'll be another number 1. That's how they do it. But, all right. So picked it up, Paco Diaz. And I think I have all this in regular issues. I did a trade of Shazam that was running in the back of Action. And I guess also compiled a couple of Justice League issues, maybe. A lot of times if I have the issues, I don't want the story. But Gary Frank is really one of the top guys around. Jeff Johns did a great job writing it as well. So I had to pick up the trade, and it was well worth it because it was a sketch section in the back, character designs and stuff like that. That, again, being a big fan of Gary Frank's work, that was well worth it for me. All right, so as always, we got to figure out what I have actually been reading, since a lot of times I don't have much reviews on actually new Marvel and DC work. All right, so this one I read because I plan to see the movie very soon. Godzilla Awakening. I was in another haul video as something I bought. Now I've read it. It's supposed to be a prequel to the movie. As I said, I thought the art was very good. You got Art Adams cover here. Worth the price of admission right there. So I read it. And yeah, it was pretty good. I have to say, art and story was a pretty good read. So I would recommend that. Another thing from a haul that I got around to reading, Mesmo Delivery, Raphael Grandpa. Again, I was drawn to his unique art style, and I really enjoyed it as far as the art. The story tended to be a bit gory, which I don't mind gory storytelling. I'd used to enjoy books like Grips and Faust that Tim Vigil had worked on. Fathom Comics, not The Woman in the Water. It was a company. They're Doom Theater now. Tim Tyler is the publisher behind that. So I'm no stranger to gory comics. And the story seemed a bit... I still want to find out more. So hopefully maybe there's going to be a sequel to this, because it didn't seem like it really ended. But like I said, I was interested in his work, tracked this down, read it, and enjoyed it. Not a book that I bought. Well, I bought a number of issues of it, actually. But just hitting right now, my own book, Argo 5, number 12. Dealing a bit with the fallout from issue 11. I won't spoil anything about that. Got a cover here, MC Wyman, who's done a few covers for me. He's done some Marvel work, X-Men, and such. I really enjoyed his work, which had me coming back for more work from him. Let's see. Inside art, Ram Frere, who is actually the brother of Ronaldson Frere, who is doing the Green Hornet right now. So while his brother was working on Green Hornet, he was working on Argo 5. Colors Miguel Marquez. Number of pinups. Why don't we go through it anyway while I'm here. One by Ram, one by John Hebert. Who's a great artist again, another guy who did X-Men. Nebareth, who is big on DeviantArt. Dave Ryan, who of course is artist in War of the Independents, artist and writer of that, and Penance. Blue Dynamo by Ryan Brown. Well, creator of my favorite webcomic that I don't read, God Hates Astronauts, because I prefer to read it in print. Breaking news on that. God Hates Astronauts is going to be a regular Image title ongoing. So I'll be looking forward to that a great deal. Chain Reaction by Jim Kyle. Jim Kyle does a lot of great art as well. He's done a few for Argo Comics before, but that's the gang who did the pinups. And, quite pleased with the book. And anyone who wants information on this can go to www.argocomics.com. ARGO, just like Argo 5, but argocomics.com. That does it with the Monster Haul. I'm going to do a separate video for a couple pieces of merchandise that I picked up. And don't forget to keep coming back to Comic Frontline for all your comics news, reviews, and information.